The journey of tea. From seed to cup. Have you ever sat gazing into a warm cup of tea, wondering, how did these green leaves transform into a drink full of vitality and stories? Tea is not just a beverage. It is an agricultural journey, an artistic craft, and a global heritage that unites people around a shared table. Today, let us take you on a detailed tour to discover how tea is planted, harvested, prepared from its seeds, and even how you can grow it right in your own home. First, the origin of the tea plant tea, Camellia sinensis, originates from Southeast Asia, particularly China and India. It grows best in regions with humid climates, abundant rainfall, and acidic soils. After harvesting, drying, and processing, tea transforms into different types: green, black, oolong, or white. Second, preparing and obtaining tea seeds. 1. Collecting the seeds. Tea plants bloom with beautiful white flowers. Once pollinated, they produce small brown fruits that contain seeds. The fruits are collected once mature, usually in autumn. 2. Preparing the seeds. The seeds are soaked in lukewarm water for 24 hours. The ones that sink are viable for planting, while those that float are often not suitable. Third, how to plant tea. 1. On large farms, commercial cultivation. Soil, acidic, pH 4.5 to 5.5. Deep and rich in organic matter. Climate, warm and humid, 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, with heavy annual rainfall. Steps. Seeds or cuttings, stem pieces, are planted. Young saplings are spaced 1 to 1.5 meters apart. Bushes are pruned to remain low, making plucking easier. After about 3 years, the plant begins producing leaves suitable for harvest. 2. At home, simple cultivation. Plant in a large pot with acidic soil, like camellia or azalea soil. Place the pot in a well-lit area, but avoid direct scorching sun. Water regularly while ensuring good drainage. After 2 years, you can start harvesting the young tender leaves and drying them in the shade or a warm oven. Fourth, harvesting tea. Tea is harvested by plucking a young bud with 2 small leaves, called the fine pluck. On large farms, plucking is repeated several times a year depending on the climate. The leaves are then dried in different ways to produce various types of tea. Green tea, quick-dried without fermentation. Black tea, fully oxidized before drying. White tea, naturally air-dried with minimal processing. Drying methods of tea. Types drying is the most delicate stage, as it defines the final flavor, color, and aroma of each tea. Even though all tea comes from the same plant, Camellia sinensis, the differences in oxidation and drying methods create its diversity. 1. Green tea. Fresh leaves are quickly heated, pan-fried or steamed. This stops oxidation, preserving their green color and grassy flavor, then dried under the sun or in low-heat ovens. Output: light tea rich in antioxidants, boosts energy and metabolism. 2. Black tea leaves are left to wilt and lose moisture. Rolled and crushed to release oxidation enzymes. Fully oxidized, turns dark brown. Dried in hot ovens to stop oxidation and lock in flavor. Output: dark-colored, strong-flavored tea, the most widely consumed. 3. White tea. Only young buds and tiny leaves are plucked. Naturally withered under the sun. Not rolled or bruised, just slowly dried. Output: delicate, subtle tea, often the most expensive. 4. Oolong tea. Leaves wither under the sun, lightly shaken or tossed to allow partial oxidation. Dried in warm ovens to fix the taste. Output: flavor between green and black tea, often floral and aromatic. 5. Pure tea, initially dried like green tea, then stored and fermented for months or years. Later re-dried, sometimes compressed into cakes. Output: strong, earthy tea that improves with age, much like wine. So, the secret of tea variety lies not in the plant itself, but in how it is dried and oxidized. Quick drying, green tea. slow natural drying. White tea, full oxidation. Black tea, partial oxidation. Oolong tea, long fermentation. Pu-erh tea. Fifth, the world's leading tea-producing countries. 1. China, the world's largest producer. 2. India, famous for Darjeeling and Assam teas. 3. Kenya, leading in Africa. 4. Sri Lanka, renowned Ceylon tea. 5. Japan, known for matcha and other green teas. Conclusion. Thus, tea begins as a tiny seed, then spreads its fragrance in a cup that gathers hearts together. Within this lies a lesson from nature. Patience and care bring forth the finest fruits. So today, as you sip your tea, remember that behind every sip lies the story of the earth, the sweat of farmers, and the journey of seeds that grew to gift us this warm moment. Until we meet again. Written by Omar Syed.